Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan. We're up looking all, clean and fresh, I guess. Whatever you want to say, I'm just getting up. I'm a little bit tired, but we're going to get into this video today, and we're going to be discussing 3 shoes that you should hold not short term, but more or less long term. And that's the key word in this video I want to, kind of explain. I messed up explaining the title right there, but short term is the key word I want y'all to take away from this video. These shoes are not short term holds, in my opinion. I think they will take longer than 3 to 6 months to start making some progress. And if they do make some progress, it'll be very little, like $10, $20. So I don't think it will be anything that's really game changing for anybody, so that's why I'm mentioning these. But I got screen recording up, all that. You want to check my Instagram, feel free. I'm gonna try and get a regular post out over Christmas break, like a fit pick or something. I haven't done that in a while, so why not? We'll get something out like that. And yeah, I appreciate y'all follow me there and show a lot of love, so thank you. I appreciate the DMs I do get, showing love. I try and reply to those, but as I always mention, I'm mainly active in my comment section. That's where I reply the most. I try and reply to every comment. But that is everything right there, and let's get into why I think these shoes are not short-term holds. So first things first, Jordan 3 Patchwork. This one right here, I gotta be honest now, I know a lot of people are actually feeling this shoe, and hence why the bigger sizes are not doing too shabby. You see they're kind of like $240. Okay, that's some profit, because I think these are a $190 retail if I'm correct. Okay, $200 retail, so it's a little bit of profit. But if you're not selling through StockX, you'll do fine on this shoe. But more or less, if you look at the progress on this one now, it's kind of going down and kind of flattening out. Here, hold up, that's for a size 10. But overall for the shoe, I guess in certain sizes, if we were to go look at a 10, that one might be actually dipping up a little bit right now. And again, this is a winter themed shoe, so I could see this one going up again $10 to $20, but I don't think it's going to be anything significant because there's a lot of threes that are more or less been longer term holds. There's very few pairs of threes I can name that kind of rose quickly. I mean, the I'm threes is a great example of some threes that rose right after its release. You can see the ones pretty much followed suit on that, but that I think is mainly due to it being a collaboration, not because it's a Jordan 3. I think that could have been any other shoe, like a 4 or an 11, whatever it is, and I think it still would have performed around the same way, as long as the collab looked good, but I think the 3 fits for the I'm one. But looking into this one again, it's more of a general release one. I think this one was fairly easy to get. Like if you wanted this one or you still want to get this one, it's not necessarily one that's very hard to get. I feel like stock was pretty fair on the shoes, so that's why I'm thinking this will be again more of a long-term one. Like if you were holding this one, next fall you'll be seeing some money for this one. Yes, next fall this will probably be like 280, 300, 320. Like I could see that because it's a fall themed shoe. Like bringing these out, if you live up in the mountains, bringing these out in the trails or whatever, you mess with. I mean, I know most people probably wouldn't wear their nice shoes out to to trail, going on trails, but it just kind of reminds me like of an autumn theme. So this one is, again, that's why I think it'll be a little bit of a more longer term hold, just because of its model and also just the theme of it. I think it's just, if you want to get it, it's not hard. That's another reason too. Like it's not like a rare shoe, but shoes don't have to be rare to go up. That's another fact. So one more I'll mention right here. But yeah, this one right here, you can tell is not really rising right now at all. It's more or less kind of gotten at a flat point, and it actually keeps dropping. So kind of seeing this, I know I'd mentioned this as a previous video, in a previous video as a good hold, and I still agree with that. But again, I think in that previous video I had mentioned it is more of a longer term hold, which again, that's what I still agree with on this shoe. If you're holding on to the shoe, again, it resembles like the Jordan 1 Pollen. It's like a, Pollen low. I mean, I think if the name of the shoe was a little bit different, and if they, had made it a little bit easier to access, like I don't think this even had a sneakers release in the US, if I'm correct. I might be wrong, but watch me say that, and I've had made a how-to comp video on this. There's a lot of dunks that have dropped this year, so this is one that can kind of be a little bit forgettable. But I keep coming back to this one. I see it's doing well on StockX. Like the sales are always there for this shoe. Like if you go look to it, I mean, this one is fairly popular in terms of how it sells. Yeah, I mean that's a decent amount of sales right there. So again, I don't see this one too often too. So kind of seeing this one at a lower price, even though I don't see it that often. I mean, I feel like that's something that says something right there. But again, not short term, since it seems like stock keeps being available as the price keeps dropping in even some of those better sizes. So this is one, again, you could buy now, but I just take into account it's not going to be something you expect to rise in 3 to 6 months. And if it does, then I was wrong, but anything's possible. Again, the shoe market's really interesting right now, and there's a lot of shoes that are going up, and there's a lot of shoes that are going down, but most are going up. So for the shoe market right now, things are looking good. Most of all my sneaker investments are going up, I think, other than maybe 1 or 2, like Hyper Royals. Those might be going up. I've not checked those in a while. But aside from Hyper Rolls and whatever I was mentioning right there, again, more of a long-term play. That's why I'm mentioning this one. I just want to go over it one last time and kind of explain why I don't think it's short-term. It's just they keep, releasing pairs, market keeps dropping in it, and I think we need to see a little bit more, popularity towards it. But I think, it's one that once people, kind of see it, get to notice it, once it gets a little bit, like once people forget about it, then it will, kind of come back. I think people, yeah, that's all I'm thinking. Just people need to forget about this shoe. Once they do, they'll be like, oh, this shoe's dope. I went to this release, and then boom. Happens with a lot of shoes. But a final one I will mention is the Jordan 1 Bordeaux. Now, this is one I don't think will rise short term. I think it is going to be kind of like the Jordan 1 Midnight Navy, which I think is actually at a price of around like $300, maybe more right now. But that's one, again, I have not checked recently as well. But this one pretty much is the other colorway of it. I mean, someone pointed that out. They're like, yo, Tristan, the Midnight Navy is just, the other version of this one. And I was like, oh, well, there you go. So the Bordeaux and those, they match. And I think this will pretty much follow the same kind of pattern as those, because the Midnight Navies didn't really rise in the first couple of months that much at all. But then they started making some progress in later months, I'm guessing. I'll check that right now. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Those prices are solid. So yeah, this one really made progress in the later months. Y'all can see this one is doing good all the way up there, and yeah, so it's made some solid progress right there. So I think the Bordeaux, again, not going to be one that is shorter term, but I mean, if it does make a little rise like this, I wouldn't be too shocked. I mean, that is the only reason. Still hold on to the shoe, but don't expect progress early. I mean, with any sneaker investments, I tell most people kind of buy it and like forget about it. Obviously, check up on it. Make sure the shoe's still like in good conditions. Nothing like is happening to it. But that's kind of one thing I want to mention there. Is just like with any shoes, just kind of buy the sneaker investment, forget about it a little bit, and then kind of check up on it later. That's what I do, and it really helps me, with kind of staying up on it. That's really what I do. I check them kind of, weekly, and it's a good kind of, strategy. And a lot of them I don't even keep near me, so, I mean, there you go. That's everything I need to mention, and 3 shoes I would not hold. Again, short term, doesn't mean they're bad hold, just don't expect progress early. And based off the current price of these, I don't think they're really going to follow the same pattern as the Midnight Navies. I think it'll probably be a little bit of a slower rise, but hey, I mean, if it has up, if it starts going up, let me know I was wrong. If it starts going up, in the next couple months. But yeah, that's everything I need to mention right there. You can check my Instagrams, any of that down below if y'all want to, subscribe, like, do whatever y'all want. If you have any questions, comments, whatever it may be, leave it there down below in the comment section. This morning, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna play a little bit of GTA, get on there, get some breakfast going, because I definitely need to do that. I'm gonna get some stuff shipped out, a couple other things too. Crypto market's doing really good today, but I think that's mainly doing good because the actual stock market's doing good today. Stocks and crypto is so news oriented, it's crazy. It's just like if something bad is going on in the news, stocks will go down. If something's good going on, then it will go up. I'm learning. But that's everything there. So I'm going to end the screen recording. I'm Tristan. Much love to all of you. And my best advice I can give you all right now, stay positive and be nice to everybody. I'll keep y'all up. Why? What is going on with my brain? That stutter was just like... that was just... I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.